at the end of January, I went to visit my friend in London for her birthday, and obviously, I wanted to do some doll shopping as well, so I dragged her around the stores. We went to Smith's because it's one of my favorite toy stores in London. We went to a different branch than the one I visited with my mom over the summer when I was last in London, and I feel like I was a little disappointed by the selection. They had the Angel Kent Barbie, the new mermaid, which is really beautiful, but other than that, I wasn't really wowed by a lot of things. Especially the Monster High selection was surprisingly similar to what we have here. They had the big creepover sets and these Skull Ultimate secret boxes that we don't have. We have the Huntlywood ones. And they also had real drama for real cheap. And they also had core free, which we also don't have yet, but will probably soon, I imagine. But other than that, I felt like overall there were a lot of dolls, but there were a lot of repeats. It was a lot of just the same dolls. But the big sets were really cool. I would just never buy them because transporting them is a huge hassle. They also had these Dress to Impress dolls, which we don't have. We have the Royal High ones, but we haven't had these ones, I feel. I'm pretty sure we haven't had any of these ones. They do look kind of fun. I do like how different they look. They look a little exaggerated and over the top and very babe-like, but I kind of vibe it. At least they look interesting. They also had these bedazzling Rainbow High dolls, which we don't have, and these 3 packs of OMG LOL, which I also haven't seen. But I don't follow OMG LOL too closely. I just feel like I would have seen them if they were available here. They also had a lot of budget Rainbow High dolls and also a Shadow High budget doll, which I hadn't seen at all. But these are actually shockingly the same price as the budget dolls are here. Usually dolls in London are way cheaper. Like for Monster High, you can often get 3 dolls for the price of 1. And of course, they also had Winx Club dolls. Now finally, they haven't had Winx Club dolls in UK for ages, but actually their selection was way less than the selection we have in Estonia. They just had the fairy light up and just the regular fairy dolls. And of the fairy ones, they didn't even have Tekna or Musa, just Bloom, Aisha, Flora and Stella. So they had way more Winx dolls than we do when it comes to the sheer number of dolls, but the selection was way worse. They also had these Pets Alive mermaids, and I thought that it was really funny that they considered mermaids pets, but I really loved those and I got one of them, and I almost kind of regret not getting her a friend. I think they all looked the same, they had all the same molds, they were just differently colored, but I thought that they looked really cute. Then we went to Forbidden Planet, which was really small, and so I didn't want to film in there. But as you can see, I got this wonderful K-pop Demon Hunters calendar. I was actually kind of worried that I was not gonna find a cool calendar this year because I didn't have anything yet, so I was super excited to get this one. I would say that I'm not a massive fan of K-pop Demon Hunters. I feel like it's not like a massive fandom of mine, but at the same time I did end up getting quite a lot of merch, so maybe I am quite a big fan. I got this calendar and it's absolutely beautiful and I love it and I'm super happy with it. It's a 16-month calendar and at the very end there's just this like 1 month that has 4 little months of the next year. So that's how that's done, and once again, super happy with this calendar. Then here you can see the mermaid that I got. I'll try to show you some clips of her swimming around as well. I put her in a bath. I think you're actually meant to put her in that transparent little box she comes with, but I didn't read the instructions and I thought it would be cooler to have her in a bath. Then we went to Waterstones because the Forbidden Planet branch we went to didn't have a lot of light novels, which I was a little disappointed by because I was looking for a specific light novel, but I found this English edition of Heaven Official's Blessing manhwa, and honestly I've been looking at this in Chinese and in Russian and I haven't gotten it, and it's so gorgeous and the art style is beautiful. So now it was finally available in a language I can actually read properly, so I was like, I'm buying it. it. And then we later went to Waterstones, and I also got the light novel that I wanted, which I was super happy with. It's Beauty Displayed. It's by her. For some reason it didn't come to stores in Estonia, so I'm super happy that I got it. The next day we went to this wonderful massive shopping center called Westfield, and they had loads of amazing stores. They had a small Hamleys or Hamleys. I think the correct pronunciation is Hamleys, but I always say Hamleys. So they had this small one. This isn't the one in the city center, but they had these Barbie look dolls, which I was surprised by, and also this beautiful Cinderella doll by Mattel, which I thought was really pretty. And also, of course, some Rainbow High. They also had a Disney store. I don't think I've ever actually bought anything from a Disney store, but I love looking at their dolls. They're so beautiful. The Disney store Disney dolls are, in general, much more beautiful than the regular Playline Mattel ones, so I wanted to film some there as well. They also had this gorgeous winter edition Snow White, who was only 29 pounds. But I'm not really a huge fan of Snow White, but I love her outfit. Didn't get her, but she's beautiful. They also had these cool notebooks. I didn't see any Tinkerbell dolls, which I was kind of sad and surprised by, but I saw this cute Tinkerbell plushie and these shoes. Overall, the shoes in Disney Store are so cute. I wish they did them in my size. Then we went to the Entertainer, which I didn't even expect to go to, but it was there, so I did. And they had these mermaids, one single doll left there, a sleepover one. And they also had Unicorn Academy dolls, one of which my friend wanted, so I got her one. And I also saw these budget fashion dolls, which I had never seen anywhere else, so I thought I'd film them a little bit. And they also had Disney Playline dolls clothes, which I thought was super interesting because these dolls don't even have removable tops, and as you can see, the clothes just have shoes and skirts. They also had Ken shoes, which is interesting and unusual, but I thought the Disney princess doll accessories were interesting. Then we went to HMV, which had a huge K-pop Demon Hunters merch section. I was actually kind of tempted to buy the t-shirt as well, but they were all too big for me, and a little tempted to get the mug as well, but I ended up buying the vinyl. And I also ended up buying some other K-pop Demon Hunters stuff, like this notebook. And I'm gonna show you all the other stuff now. I also got this notebook from TK Maxx. They had these various different designs, but the other ones all just had the girls' heads on them, and I didn't really like that. I like how this just has their whole bodies, and I just thought that the bun was just way too good not to get. It was only £5, so. And it's made in the UK, and it's recyclable, and all the fun stuff. It's sustainable. I think it's just a lined notebook. I think it's just white inside, but we'll find out. Yep, it's just white and lined inside. So, no like art or anything on the inside. I also got this K-pop Demon Hunters bag, which I think is very cool, and I like how nice the print quality is. The print quality is amazing. And I also got this vinyl. They also had the limited edition CD, which comes with the poster and photo card as well. But I wanted the vinyl because I thought the vinyl is cooler, and they do have a vinyl record player, so yeah. Here on the first side, side A, they have Takedown, How It's Done, Soda Pop, Golden, Strategy, and another version of Takedown. And here on the B side, they have Your Idol, Free, What It Sounds Like, Love Maybe, Path, and Sweet, Score Sweet. It's made in Czech Republic, which I thought was interesting. And I'm gonna open this up as well. And I also got this calendar, which I already showed you. This is what the inside of the vinyl cover looks like. Super cool. And the other side is super cool as well. The artwork is so badass. And this is the poster. Really pleasantly surprised. I thought that it would just be a reused official artwork, but it's actually really unique and super, super nice. And the other side is musical credits. So here we have the photo card, and it's roomy, and the design is actually really pretty as well. And here's what the vinyl looks like. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to my channel because I do lots of doll content and you can see some of it here recommended to you by YouTube. So if any of these videos seem interesting to you, feel free to check them out and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you would like to see in the future and share your thoughts with me. I love reading everyone's comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!